Well, good afternoon and welcome to Exiles Television. Glad to have you along with us this morning. I am Bill Profita. Kevin Gallagher still out. He is recuperating. He's doing very nicely, by the way. We'll probably talk about this in more length later next week, but there are going to be some fundraisers for Kevin. His out-of-pocket expense for this cancer treatment has already topped about $30,000. And this is money that the insurance company, these are co-pays and things like this, but not covered by insurance. Fairly normal with most 80-20 insurance policies, but when you're being treated for cancer, you can obviously run up a big tab in a hurry. He has started a GoFundMe page. And just look for it, Kevin Gallagher, Gallagher. And if you'd like to give a little something, that's great. We're going to actually do some event-type fundraisers in the coming weeks as well, and we'll keep you apprised of those. But I wanted to mention the GoFundMe page, which is up for him right now. All righty then. We are setting a record. It's not a record for academic achievement. It's not even a crime record. We have got the earliest Caribbean storm that is expected to come into the Gulf of Mexico as a hurricane. Tropical Storm Elsa formed very, very quickly. It is the earliest one to enter the Caribbean as a tropical storm as of this date. And projected track has it continuing to strengthen and to make it in to the Gulf of Mexico by Monday afternoon or Tuesday evening. This is the fastest that the Atlantic Basin has recorded its fifth named storm, breaking the previous record, which was from last year. Last year, Edouard, the fifth storm, happened July 6th. This one is way, way, way ahead of that, expecting to make it into over Cuba, by the way, south of Puerto Rico, and then heading toward that slot between southern Florida and the Gulf of Mexico as a tropical storm, and then becoming a hurricane, a weak one at this forecast point, by about Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning. So we're going to have to keep an eye on it. That being said, for those of you that are planning on heating up the old grill, firing it up, and cooking some good old American food, hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, ribs, sausage, maybe even a steak or two, get in the car right now. If you don't already have it, go to Walmart and buy a pop-up tent that you can put over your grill, or you're going to have a hell of a hard time keeping your fire lit, because it appears that we are going to have rain throughout the midday on 4th of July. But hopefully it will clear up by the evening in time for the street celebrations, the fireworks celebrations, and things like that. We'll talk a little bit about what's going to happen in the Baton Rouge area with Paul Arrigo from Visit Baton Rouge in just a few minutes. But for right now, rain chance continues. Through our weekend, we are looking at 2 to 3 inches of rain cumulatively between now and Sunday. And that is not a hell of a lot, but considering what we've already got sitting in the ground that isn't really draining all that well, that just kind of adds to the misery. From Lafayette all the way through New Orleans, so that's our entire viewing area, we are holding fast at a 70% chance of precipitation both Saturday and Sunday. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean it's going to be an all-day rain on either day. We're going to have a fair chance of precipitation in Lafayette, Baton Rouge, the river parishes, New Orleans, both Saturday midday and then Sunday morning and midday. It looks right now, the forecasters are keeping their fingers crossed, and they are thinking that rain will be clearing out in time for the fireworks displays in the evening of 4th of July. So that's what we're going to go with throughout our viewing area. And I've got to be very general because this television show is seen on 22 parishes, most of them south of I-10. But we're also going to keep a weather eye, as they say in the nautical service, on Elsa. Elsa, already a 45-mile-an-hour tropical storm heading for Cuba. Jamaica on the way to Cuba. It looks like it's going to pass directly over Jamaica. You know, can't be a storm without touching a little bit of Haiti. It's going to hit a little bit of Haiti. Not a direct hit there, but Haiti will be on the very wet side of this storm. And then right over the center of Cuba on Monday morning, and then into the Gulf of Mexico. Pressure is steady right now at 1006 millibars. It's moving to the west very quickly, 28 miles an hour. They do not anticipate that it's going to slow significantly in the next 24 to 48 hours. So we will be keeping an eye on that, and you should too. We'll have more on Exiles TV in just a moment. Stick around.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Welcome back to Exiles TV. Glad to have you with us. In just a few minutes, we'll be visiting with Paula Rigo, who is the president and CEO of Visit Baton Rouge, talk about the fireworks display and the festivities in downtown Baton Rouge, and to have a little look at how tourism is coming back. So do you know what an NIL law is? Anybody? An NIL law. Name, image, and likeness. Something, Marty, you will never have to worry about. The governor is expected to sign into law today an NIL law that would allow college athletes in Louisiana to use their name, image, and likeness to profit while they are still performing under scholarship or as students at the university. Now, 25 other states have already signed these NIL laws allowing athletes to profit from off-field activities, things like autograph parties or endorsing products or letting their face appear, beside the big basket of chicken from a chicken place, for example, or at a burger joint. There are some athletes that are going to make millions of dollars. So Louisiana is going to go ahead and sign it into law today. The NCAA adopted its own name, image, and likeness policies on Wednesday. So the policies that LSU has approved align the oversight with what is proposed in the bill that the governor is going to sign. Here's a good example of what kind of money can be made. Gymnast Olivia Dunn has over 1 million Instagram followers and 3.8 million more on TikTok. Has one of the largest social media platforms among college athletes. She is ready to go. She is expected to have numerous deals to mull over, and she posted just yesterday, NIL rules change tomorrow, which means today. Let's get to work. All-American cornerback Derek Stingley, a potential Heisman candidate for LSU, has teased that he already has a deal with walk-ons on his Instagram page. He posted, "Can't wait to show you what I have cooking with walk-ons." Quarterback Miles Brennan announced deals with Smoothie King and Smalls Sliders. Shouldn't he be announcing deals with Folly King and small passing numbers? Just saying. Just saying. Some people are going to be throwing lots of money at these kids, and some of it's actually going to be worth it. Let's see. On the platform Yoke, where fans can sign up and play video games with the athletes, which they now can get paid for, wide receivers Keyshawn Boutte, Jontre Kirkland, Deion Smith all posted that they will be taking part in that for college athletes, as college athletes. They had a group post from some of them that said, "We are college athletes. We are building our brands and working every day to be the best student athletes we can be. We finally have the chance to get paid for marketing opportunities. So this is my first paid post announcing that I've joined Yoke Gaming." Cade York, All-American place kicker, announced that he's doing personalized shootouts on the social media platform GenLoop. Quarterback Garrett Nussmeier announced he'll do shoutouts for pay. Now, this is interesting because big, huge stars are doing this. Like you can get Kenny G. Okay, big, huge, has-been stars. You can get Kenny G to do a recording for your voicemail for like $500. Or he'll do a little video that you can send, to your aging mother. "Hi, Doris, it's Kenny G, wishing you a very happy birthday." So this is nothing new. But anyway, freshman quarterback Garrett Nussmeier announced that he'll do shout-outs for pay, posting on his Instagram account that he will be doing them for $20 to $50. Be very, very interesting where this goes. And it'll be very, very interesting when the NCAA or the universities themselves or the states are going to decide where the limits are on this. Now, I have come to the conclusion over much deliberation that in major college programs, LSU, South Carolina, Stanford, Wisconsin, Iowa, A&M, Miami of Florida, yes, even Alabama, I agree with Nick Saban when he says we ought to just go ahead and pay them a salary. They are making millions for these universities, and there are way too many temptations to take money or goods under the table when they're just supposed to look at everybody else making money but them. I thought it was very, very practical when Nick Saban said it. I also thought it was a little bit cynical. But now I am coming to believe that that may be a better route. So ask yourself this. Are you going to be willing to take endorsements on your health care provider from a 20-year-old football player? Are you going to be willing to take endorsements on where you should buy your food from a 19-year-old gymnast? Do you think that that is going to sell you in? Oh, wait, I forgot where we are. We're in Louisiana. Anything an athlete says is golden, right? Right? Miles Brennan? Brennan, the kid who last year couldn't hit his own shoelaces with a pass? He's already got 2 endorsement deals? I am not feeling well, but hey, I'm a professional broadcaster. I'll do shout-outs for you for $100. Give me a call. Time for a break on Exiles TV. All right, Paul.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are 2 busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
This is State Treasurer John Schroeder urging you to check your mailbox. We just mailed out $4.5 million of unclaimed property checks to people across Louisiana. Unclaimed property is lost money turned over to the Department of Treasury so we can return it to you. The process is so easy, you can claim it right from your phone. Check for yourself, check for your family, and don't forget to check your businesses. This is your money. Claim it. Check your mailbox. And cash your check. It's that easy.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
The selection is deep, and the time to get a used car is right now from the Team Automotive Group. Shop and save on over 125 certified vehicles and choose from more than 700 pre-owned vehicles at any of our team locations. Or log on anytime at teamautouse.com.
Well, welcome back to Exiles TV. Glad to have you along with us. Someone who wants to make every tourist coming to Baton Rouge an offer they can't refuse. Paul Arrigo.
How you doing?
Joyce, I'm good. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm glad that we can actually not wear masks and shake hands, and we can enjoy festivities in beautiful downtown Baton Rouge on the river for 4th of July.
On the river, you know, this is going to be the first big event that we've had in the cities in the last almost year and a half now. We've had some conferences, we've had some outdoor activities. Just last weekend we had a festival downtown. But 4th of July, biggest fireworks show in the South. Excited about it, and with a 3-day weekend, we think there's an opportunity for some visitation.
I heard today at the bank that there are a lot of companies that are making it a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, I got that impression too. So I think the fact that here it is, and I think everybody's excited, the opportunity to get out. We've got so much going on. I looked at our website today, and I encourage your viewers to go to visitbatonrouge.com, because there are more things going on right now than I can imagine. Beyond July 4th, the fireworks 9 o'clock on the river, the USS Kidd, the Hilton's got some stuff going on, Crown Plaza's got some stuff going on, main events got stuff going on.
Lots of music going on in downtown and around. Let's go through it by the numbers. We got time. Let's go through some of the things.
Okay, Friday, tomorrow, 9 o'clock, LaBerge Casino, annual Freedom Rules weekend with live music. And then at the Hilton on Saturday, July 3rd, they've got a DJ, bar, and food through Saturday and Sunday. You book your stay at the weekend at the Hilton. I would suggest that to local visitors not only come downtown or any other hotel that they wish to go to, but invite some out-of-town friends and family for this big 3-4 day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Crown Plaza's got live music by the pool. July 4th, the reservations, live music package that includes 1 or 2 night stay, dinner, breakfast, and an open bar, live music.
And you know what you don't have there? They are having a steak buffet that's part of your package, I believe, on Saturday night.
You're kidding me.
I'm not
we could
kidding.
do some damage there. Us carnivorous
we
guys.
can go. We can, and they got a hell of a deal. I was looking at it yesterday. The 1 night package, so you get the pool and all the music and the buffets and all that, is like maybe it's like $165. The 2 night package is only $30 more.
There you go. You can't afford to stay home.
Yes, exactly.
And then on the 3rd, Kenilworth Independence Day Parade. Of course, that's always, I think, the day before. So it is on the 3rd, the downtown Kenilworth neighborhood.
Kenilworth Parkway, yeah.
Yeah. Saturday the 3rd, I just found out about this one. Breck Zoo is celebrating the 4th. I think it's called Red, White, and Zoo. That's exciting for those of you who haven't been out to the zoo for a while.
Well, we passed by the other day, and let me tell you what, you can now see all the improvements from the road. They're really moving forward.
Yeah, we were out there, Ralph and I were out there a month or so ago for the wine stroll.
Ralph went to visit his relatives?
Huh?
He went to visit his relatives?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did. And Darwin was right. But I'm impressed with the zoo too, and the fact that they're doing something up there July 4th, that's exciting, and they've got a scavenger hunt. Then on the 4th, Sunday the 4th, you and I can run, listen to this, the annual Freedom Mile Run. I think we can make a mile, you and I.
We can make a mile as long as the EMS is waiting at the end.
I'm thinking once you get to the end, how you going to get back? Because it's a straight line. So, it's a mile running or jogging, and then you got to get back that mile.
Will there be alcohol?
At the end, I think. I did that, I'd say 15 years ago, and it almost killed me. In fact, I got to tell you this. The Baton Rouge Runners Club, track club, 10, 15 years ago, I decided I was going to drive down July 4th, and I was going to do it. And you got professional runners running, and here I am. I think might have been a mile, might have been 3 miles, and I'm, last.
Chugging along.
And one of those guys decided to run along behind me. I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm just going to trail." I guess he was afraid I might pass out. But it was fun. It was fun. Going July 4th.
You didn't like feel his hand on your cooler or anything.
Yeah, right. July 4th, USS Kidd, Patriots and Pirates, all day at the Kidd. The museum will be open, and they've got an event outside with the vendors and the music and what have you. But what I found out was that the USS Kidd existing and the USS Kidd that was in service, following this, were the only 2 warships allowed to fly the Jolly Roger.
Mm-hmm.
So that, you know.
Captain Kidd.
Captain Kidd.
Even though it was named after Rear Admiral Kidd.
Correct. It had nothing to do with the pirate, but I think they took him on as the mascot. But that's exciting that you've got the USS Kidd going on. And then, of course, WBRZ annual fireworks show on the Mississippi River. Brought to you by WBRZ, I think, OLOL, and Visit Baton Rouge. And we're excited that we're putting this on this year. People are going to come downtown. There's also some activities at the River Center. There's a couple of concerts on the 3rd. There's a comedy show, and on the 4th, there's Family Fest going on. And I just saw something else at Brick Yard downtown.
I need to help you. It is, as much as we love our good friends at OLOL, it's Baton Rouge Clinic that is sponsoring along with WBRZ and Visit Baton Rouge.
Are you sure?
Pretty darn sure.
Boy, I hate to bet you on that. I'm going to find that out before I leave, and I'm going to get to go with I told you so.
All right, well.
You know, you're probably right, it is the clinic. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is.
It is the Baton Rouge Clinic, because they have two very nice young doctors standing there in front of a backdrop like this. It's a TV screen with fireworks happening.
Well, we could have stretched it and said instead of WBRZ, that Exiles were sponsoring it, but then you get the truth in advertising.
Yeah. Then we get in big trouble with them. I have always loved our fireworks display here in Baton Rouge. And did you know 3 years ago, we got nationally ranked as one of the best in the nation?
I remember that, Bill.
Yeah, 3 years ago, we did.
I think it was 2 years ago, because obviously it wasn't last year, but if I recall, I was listening to you all, and they were listing different things, and I think we were like the number 10 thing to do in the country, and they had like, Boston, Philadelphia, Baton Rouge, and I distinctly recall that show that you did at the time, and that was exciting.
Well, and the weather guessers. USA Today.
Right, USA Today.
Yeah.
Huh?
The weather guessers have said that we are going to have clear skies at fireworks time in all likelihood.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to rain in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But by fireworks time, 9 p.m., we should have clear skies.
Well, I would hope so. You know, the way these pop-up showers occur, it gets hot, and then the humidity becomes in 3 to 5 o'clock, you've got the storm. But that's good.
Now, we got a lot of folks. We're in 22 parishes now on cable TV as well. And we've got people like in Jennings and Lafayette, and we got people in Slidell, and we got people in Plaquemines Parish, and we've got people down in Houma Thibodeau and Morgan City. Do we have any hotel rooms left if these folks want to come in and make a weekend of it?
Yes, we do at this time, but it is so funny the way the hotel have businesses occurred, and we could talk about the post-COVID hotel business. Hotels have availability. In fact, I talked to the Indigo yesterday. They had availability last weekend, and then all of a sudden Saturday it filled up.
Mm-hmm.
It just filled up. People started showing up without reservations. So I strongly suggest that your viewers go online or call the hotels direct, make the reservations, and make a 3 or 4 day weekend out of it. God willing, we won't have to put up with what we did the last 14 or 16 months, and this will be things back to normal. What has happened, Bill, with the travel industry since COVID, as we know, we had it down. The corporate business is still down, the individual corporate traveler. The convention business is still down. The sports events like the Marucci World Series is doing very well. But the leisure traveler with the money, the recovery money that a lot of us have, the time that a lot of us have that have used this recovery money and not work, the travel across the country, and we're getting a lot of travel here, people coming from Texas to Florida, Florida to Texas. And although it's not back to 2018 or 2019 numbers, it certainly surpassed what we expected.
Well, I see Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism, Lieutenant Governor, is spending a lot of money on television, which I'm glad to see, encouraging people to see Louisiana and vacation outside of their home parish. If you're from Lake Charles, come and spend a weekend in Baton Rouge. If you're in Baton Rouge, come see Shreveport. And I assume we've got this going on all over the country as well. I think it's very, very hard to market effectively to people that'll come in as leisure travelers when everybody's still just a little bit anxious. And it doesn't help when we're one of 4 states that our vaccination rate has just dropped.
Right.
Dropped through the bottom. Now the lottery is picking that back up.
Correct.
But I'm sure that I'm sure that you all get a lot of inquiries about, well, maybe not next month, but maybe in October. You got a lot of people that are waiting.
We see the leisure occurring now, and we have not seen, and this was asked of me by one of my board members at last week's board member, the fact that Louisiana has a low vaccination rate, is that discouraging travel to the state? And we do not see that because I think those who are traveling have had the vaccination. So, you know, Ed and I were just having a discussion, and Ed. Why did I say Ed?
Clarence.
Clarence.
Everybody does it.
I know. And Karen. And Frank.
Yeah.
But we have not seen that, and we haven't seen any drop. Now, whether it occurs when the stimulus checks are stopped, we don't know. Hopefully by that time we'll be getting into the fall. Hopefully at that time we'll be getting into a successful and a good football season.
Well, yeah, we're going to have our sports tourism that's always been very big here.
Right.
And we're playing a lot of teams that, as we say, travel well. They come with money in their pockets. I'm very interested. I happened to be downtown one day early in the week, and I saw one of the brand new cruising riverboats.
Yes.
And I saw the people going to the buses that were being dispersed to go out and spend money. Are these people spending like they used to?
No question about it. You know, we went on board Monday. The American Jazz was in town, and they were kind enough to have us come on board and tour it. You know, we have almost a boat a day. It's gotten to where some days we have to make a decision which boat will be able to dock, because when they come, they stay for a long time, and there's only one dock. And there's some discussion about the new boats coming in next year using some alternative spaces to dock. But what I like about the boats in town is that they are well-heeled people, because those trips are not...
no, those trips aren't bargain.
And they go back home and they say what a wonderful time they had in Baton Rouge. So they tour the museum. Some of them do the walking tours on their own. You see them walking around downtown, and we meet each boat and provide some information to each person. That's exciting. It's exciting stuff because there's activity downtown.
We're going to have more with Paul Arrigo, talk about tourism, and we're going to remind you all again about the big festivities on 4th of July and fireworks and making your hotel reservations. But we have to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment on Exiles TV. Kevin?
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing.
You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with the Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
The first big sale of the year is here. The Dream Garage Spring Event is underway at Team Honda. For the first time ever, get $12.50 customer cash on every new 21 Passport, or get 0% for 60 months on every new 21 Pilot at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.
This is State Treasurer John Schroeder urging you to check your mailbox. We just mailed out $4.5 million of unclaimed property checks to people across Louisiana. Unclaimed property is lost money turned over to the Department of Treasury so we can return it to you. The process is so easy, you can claim it right from your phone. Check for yourself, check for your family, and don't forget to check your businesses. This is your money. Claim it. Check your mailbox. And cash your check. It's that easy.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back to Exiles TV. Glad to have you along with us. Paul Arrigo, CEO and president of Visit Baton Rouge. That is our Visit and Convention Bureau. And Paul is an expert on tourism and spending for tourism and what it means to a community like Baton Rouge. And I guess we're at the point now we're also glad to be able to do things again.
Yeah.
And the economic impact is, are we steadily getting back up to where we need to be from the economic standpoint?
We're getting back to where we were. Like I said, 18 and 19 were just banner years for us. Now some things coming up besides July 4th. We've got the Louisiana I'm bad today. Louisiana Municipal Association coming in with their annual convention that was supposed to be in Baton Rouge last year that had to be canceled. We got the Marucci World Series. We got this is a great conference we've got coming in later in the fall. Campground Owners, KOA. National Convention, International Convention here in Baton Rouge. So these KOA...
They're going to bring their hotels with them?
There you go. No, actually, the good thing about it is they're always in discussion with travelers. So as a result, they would be able to, promote Baton Rouge and at least say, we just came from Baton Rouge, there's this, that to do, a lot of museums, what have you. So that's exciting. And some good things coming on board in Baton Rouge. And it's good to know that we're back.
I heard a rumor that Hollywood Casino is going to move to the land side.
That's correct.
Get rid of the boat and also build a hotel. Is that going to be a competitive tourist destination if you think if the hotel goes up?
Now, what you have heard, I have not heard.
Okay.
So it must be true.
Yeah.
I know Hollywood is coming on land-based. It will be go back to its original name of Casino Rouge.
Casino Rouge.
Okay.
God, I'd forgotten that.
And Shaq O'Neal will have a chicken franchise, and I think Chicken Shack or something.
Oh yeah, I hadn't heard that part yet.
And a sports bar. I think a lot of that has to do with the sports betting. So that, my understanding, they're going to be the first casino in Louisiana to go landside from being a boat. Now, the same owners of Hollywood is Bella Baton Rouge. They are, my understanding, they are going to reopen that hotel, but that has not been formally announced yet. But we certainly hope they do. As far as another hotel downtown, that would be fine. We think we could do that.
Years and years and years ago, when you and I used to go on exploratory trips for our airport to try to get additional airline service here, one of the things that you and your predecessors were always worried about was having enough hotel rooms for good-sized conventions. Have we gotten there? It seems to me we went from having maybe about 75 downtown hotel rooms to about 3 or 475. Are we doing well?
Yeah, the challenge we have with hotels is that you have several hotels about the same size, both meeting space and number of rooms. You know, in a perfect world, I'd have one hotel downtown that was 700 rooms with a huge meeting, you know, similar to what Lake Charles has with their 2 casino hotels or what have you. Other cities, similar cities, have those big single box hotels. It's interesting that you mentioned the trips you used to go on, and I'm going to mention a group that we've got coming in September that you may or may not have worked with called Takeoff.
I don't know
This is an
that.
organization out of England that holds these conferences that they'll bring in the marketing people from the different airlines. They will be in Baton Rouge. We will host, us and BTR and some other organizations locally will host this group, and we will have the opportunity to say, okay, let's talk about expanded service or additional service. You know, can we talk to United about doing service to Chicago or Dulles? Can we talk to Delta about doing service to the West or American or what have you? So it's an opportunity to bring them into town. Earthquake?
Yeah, it rolls by here every day about this time.
Was it the train? But anyway, it's exciting that we will have the opportunity.
You know what you call that guy, by the way?
What?
You know what you call him? Doesn't matter. He's not going to come because he can't hear you. He's deaf.
But to have that come to Baton Rouge, it's really exciting, and who knows, we may pick up some service on it.
Well, you know, tourism in Baton Rouge and air travel are very, very closely interrelated.
Right.
Business travel, of course, is our biggest market.
Correct.
But a lot of these business people turn it into more of a business pleasure trip. You know, they bring the wife and the kids, and they go to some of our fine restaurants and things like that. And the airport, Garrett Graves announced that BTR is getting, I think it's 4.2 million. Don't check me on that number because I'm trying to remember. I haven't actually seen it yet. But it is to develop new air service. New air service means more money coming in.
Sure.
And it means more people coming in, and it means more heads in beds.
Right.
And it means more butts and seats at events.
Yep.
And it means more people eating in our restaurants.
And you're on the airport commission.
I am
right?
on the airport commission.
And you know, we fly exclusively out of BTR. And when it comes down to, I think it goes back to your old saying, you know, back then, time is money. And let's take that other airport in my home city. To get there and back, you're talking 3 hours.
Yep.
3 hours to and from. The cost of parking, the traffic, the issue. You know, that's why I love BTR. It is a easy airport in and out, and if you're waiting in line for any reason, that's good, because I can tell you, it's great. It's the parking alone is so much more affordable.
Well, Baton Rouge has always been a relatively moderate cost of living city.
Yep.
And it's the same thing for tourists. When friends from years gone by come to Baton Rouge, they're like, we ate this magnificent meal for this? You know, or I stayed in this beautiful Hilton hotel downtown for this?
Right.
And the thing is, with air travel, you know, you always hear from the people that want to go to the highest volume. You hear people that want to go to see Orlando. Well, you're not going to get a discount ticket to Orlando because the demand is so high. The only place you get discount tickets is where they got 5 airlines that are flying to Orlando within 3 hours of each other every day, and they've got to go into a price war. But I always tell people that my wife flew 145 to 150 days a year, every year, for 9.5 years, and she worked for a charity. So she had to find the best price. And she only had to go to New Orleans during that entire time 5 times.
Right.
So that's 5 out of 750 flights. Or excuse me, 950 flights.
Right.
So, you know, we are a bargain for tourisms,
No
for
question about
tourism conventions.
Absolutely.
You know, we're a tremendous bargain.
And, you know, Bill, we recognize what we are, and we are a drive-in market. You know, we advertise drive-in. We've been promoting that travel between Texas and Florida, Florida and Texas as a stopover. And that's why we've had the success that we've had in the last several months. We know when we go after conventions to go after state, regional, those types, although there are some national groups that come here. Perfect example is the mayors sharing the River Cities and Towns Conference here in a couple of weeks. So that's exciting, and we'll have mayors from all up and down the Mississippi River here, and it'd be a great opportunity to do some networking.
Get a good opportunity to introduce them to Baton Rouge. Before we have to go to our break, let's recap fireworks on the Mississippi and everything that's happening before that, and tell people where they can see it all on the web and make their hotel reservations.
Okay, that information on what's going on can be found at visitbatonrouge.com, visitbatonrouge.com. I'm showing Friday, which is the day everybody's going to take off, 9 o'clock. LaBerge Casino has the annual Freedom Rules Weekend live music. That information can be found online. The Hilton Baton Rouge is doing a DJ bar and food on both Saturday and Sunday up until 10 o'clock. It's on Sunday, so you'll be able to stay down there and watch the fireworks, which occur at 9 o'clock. And the fireworks are brought to you by Baton Rouge Clinic and Visit Baton Rouge. Is that right? I got that one right. And WBRZ and the Exiles. And then, of course, on Saturday, swimming pool. You say a great buffet.
You're doing a steak buffet on one of the nights at Crown Plaza, yeah.
Crown Plaza's got 1 or 2 days stays. You know, think about it. Get away from home. Go stay in a hotel. Use somebody else's pool. Don't worry about cleaning up the rooms and everything. What a great opportunity. On the 3rd, we've got, which is Friday, the Kenilworth Independence Day Parade, which is always fun.
And you will also see every elected official from the whole area
exactly
in
what
that
I was going to think. And it's not even an election.
No, you'll see them all.
And then on Saturday the 3rd, Baton Rouge Zoo with their scavenger hunt. I think it's called Red, White, and Zoo. And then, of course, on Saturday, the Freedom Run that you and I are going to run at 8 o'clock in the morning from the new state capitol.
Yeah, grab 2 cups of coffee on the way. I'll get mine from you.
I'm thinking that. Yeah. I don't think I can walk. How many restroom stops would we have to make along the way?
After playing sports in high school, I kind of resolved to never run voluntarily unless someone's chasing me with a weapon.
I understand. And then, of course, Sunday, back to downtown Baton Rouge, large fireworks show, one of the biggest and best in the country. USA said it was one of the best a couple years ago when I was listening to Profita, so it must be true. Downtown, 9 o'clock fireworks, but all day activities in and around the USS Kid.
Well, there you have it. And again, we still have some hotel rooms available at downtown hotels, by the way.
Right.
Some from which you can use your balcony to view the fireworks, but all the rest of them, you're downtown in the middle of it. You can walk right to the end of Front Street, as we call it, and watch the fireworks.
Front Street?
Old timers call it that.
And then what was one? It was Lafayette was called Riverside Mall.
Riverside Mall at one time. Yeah. The Riverside Patty restaurant is the only last vestige of that. Paul Arrigo, Visit Baton Rouge. Thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Y'all have a great holiday weekend.
We'll be back to wrap it up in a moment on Exiles TV.
Spiders. Premier Pest Services.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Hi, business owners. Phase 3. Woohoo! But do your customers know you're back? Well, that's where the Clarence Bud Show and Pelican Broadcasting can help. Right now, we've got great rates on advertising packages to help you get the word out. Shoot me an email at bugsclarence@gmail.com. Or better yet, call me up. I'd love to talk with you. 225-485-6839. Let's get together and make Phase 3 the best it can possibly be.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Welcome back. Glad to have you with us on Exiles TV. People who are actual journalists, which I'm not, never claimed to be, don't want to be, call what I'm about to do advancing the story. It's where you tell somebody a part of a story on one day, and then the next day you have either a resolution or a different twist. It's called advancing the story. For those of you who watch every single day, you'll remember I told you about this group of ducks, a large group of ducks, over 60 of them, in fact, that have kind of taken over a residential subdivision off of Essen Lane called Suma Court. And residents there, while they enjoy the ducks, they were worried about the ducks' safety because they spent a lot of time out in the road. They would go up to people's doors and beat at the doors with their bills until somebody came out and fed them. They were getting way too acclimated to human beings, and it was getting near the time when it might be putting them in danger because they couldn't survive on their own without humans feeding them or caring for them. So they called the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, and they called Animal Control. And yesterday, more than 60 ducks were taken in humanely. It looks from the photos like they were using dog carriers. And since these ducks are so acclimated to human beings, they didn't mind going in the dog carrier to pick up a little bit of food. And none of them were marked Acme or had sticks of dynamite in them like in Roadrunner and Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny cartoons. So they have been picked up, and they are moving to a new place to live. One of the folks who called Animal Control, a nice lady named Debbie Osterberger, who said, we'd like you to come and relocate these ducks, but if you think it's going to be dangerous to do so, we'll live with it. Don't come do it. She said, well, the novelty is worn off in the view of the homeowners. She said, we can't even open our blinds because the ducks will be there. If they hear a blind go up and the door jingle, they'll fly up looking for food. So they left about a dozen. They didn't take all of them. They left about a dozen. And the remaining 62 were moved to a private pond in Ascension Parish, where the people who own the land and the pond agreed to take the ducks in. There is also a reminder from folks at LWDF and LDWF, and Animal Control that it's really good if you don't feed these ducks. If you feed them and you give them a steady source of food, they will stay around looking for their meals every single day, and they will stop doing what ducks should do, which is forage for food on their own. But anyway, kind of a happy ending to the story of the ducks on Suma Court. They were as true as their word yesterday. Animal control came and took 62 of them. They left about a dozen because the subdivision looked like it could handle them, and there was no sense in uprooting all of them. And off they go to a new life and a new pond in Ascension Parish to someone who, by the way, wanted to take them in. They didn't say whether they inspected what kind of kitchen this person who wanted to take these ducks in had. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? And here's a story that is breaking right now. Early this morning, an investigation began in the Tiger Bend area, the intersection of Tiger Bend and Quinn Drive. According to the EBR Sheriff's Department, a person was found dead around 8 a.m. in a vehicle that was sitting in a parking lot near that intersection. The coroner's office has been called. I would assume that since we're close to 1 o'clock now, the body has been removed for examination to the coroner's facility to determine the manner of death. They have not anything else to tell us. They don't know, or they have not said, if there's any signs of trauma or a gunshot, or if this appears to be a medically related death or something like a drug overdose. I assume that the coroner will tell us that, but this is breaking again. Another body found in Baton Rouge under suspicious circumstances, and East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's deputies are investigating at this point. All righty, time for us to get going. Remember to stay safe and stay cool during the holiday weekend. I hope you all enjoy your 4th of July, and I hope you enjoy being able to celebrate the anniversary of America's independence. Please don't drink and drive. Please don't shoot fireworks at each other. But other than that, have a great time. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Bye-bye.